SpongeBob! Will you forget the stupid pioneers? Have you ever noticed that there are none of them left? That's because they were lousy hitchhikers, ate coral, and took directions from algae. And now you're telling me they thought they could drive?
So, dudes, welcome to another Operator How-To. Today we're going to be taking a look at Montagne, and this guy's got more than separation of powers to talk to you about. He's got an old 6-shooter and a fistful of dollars. And by fistful of dollars, I mean a big-ass goddamn shield. Montagne is a support tank. Don't let that revolver fool you, though. You're not McCree.
Howdy.
Your job entails being a distraction to the enemy, and striking at the right times. You're more like Diva. Point your screen in the general direction of the enemy, and you're probably doing it right. Now, why am I only talking about the revolver? Well, alright, let's move on. The revolver's alright. It's sure in hell not as good as it used to be, but that doesn't mean you can't pull off some sick plays. Don't spam the trigger, and you're fine. Now, the thing about Mon Calamari is that his shield makes him basically unkillable from the front. Why do I say basically? Well?
Surprise, motherfucker!
What?
So yeah, he's unkillable from the front, assuming that doesn't happen. But trust me, nothing is better at finding out if someone is hiding somewhere with a gun than a thing that can't be get rid of with guns. And that makes this guy a pretty good intel gatherer. Plus, he's the only operator that's immune to spawn rushes and spawn peeks. If you're getting sick of these try-hard smurfs rushing you with their MP7s and their 4.6 memes, grab Monty and a glass. In the event of someone rushing your spawn, just stand still and let your teammates use you for cover to shoot back at the enemy till they run away or get disposed of. Keep the shield extended. Ping any broken windows you come across on the way in, but ping it to the side, not like directly on it, because then it's going to obscure the enemy. Now, did Jaeger really need that ACOG removed when you got this guy? There isn't much variety in playing Onomatopoeia, though. You really need to rely on your teammates. I wouldn't recommend bringing him in a solo queue because unless you've got teammates that'll listen to your callouts, it's a bit of a lost cause. That being said, Monticello is a type of operator who is much more effective when he has a team to back him up, and when he does have that team, he can make a difference in a round win or loss, especially on bomb. The common plant the diffuser in the corner trick followed by sitting on top of it is always a good one. Mon Mothma also puts his shield on his back when he is planning the diffuser. Some people prefer to let Monty sit in front and protect the diffuser planner. This works well if you have another teammate to shoot at enemies with. Otherwise, it's a great way for the planner to just get shot from a different angle. But that's all boring, right? What about shooting dudes? Well, it's important for a good Michelangelo to take into consideration that their job is not to get kills. Their job is to help their teammates get kills. You never want to unextend to engage an opponent that is already aiming at you, because that's a great way to get pre-fired and killed by a headshot. Instead, you should wait for them to get distracted, then punish them for it. You're very good at harassing, and who knows, if they do something really stupid, you can just straight up kill them anyway. This isn't to say that Matt Harvey should act as cover all the time for the team. I know that makes no sense, but just let me explain it. So, if there is a roamer in a room, and all you do is just sit there outside and act like cover without entering the room, all that's going to do is make it easier for the enemy to pre-fire the guy trying to shoot him to your side. The solution to this is to go into the room and distract. If the enemy looks at your teammate, shoot him. If he's looking at you, he gets shot by your teammate. Monty might not be the king of 1v1s anymore, but he certainly is the king of 2v1s. Markiplier is also pretty good at corralling enemies and can make a roamer's job a living hell just by being there. Either the enemy will run away or try to get up close to you and melee you from the side. That's your biggest weakness. Try to keep this from happening. Make sure you got teammates to back you up. Montana's biggest threat, though, is smoke. That's pretty self-explanatory. How do you deal with a guy who's incapable of being killed from the front? Use AoE damage. If you can get smoke to blow his canisters on you early, that's all the better. A good smoke should try to save their canisters for diffuser plants and things they'll like. But chances are, most smokes will go ham and try to kill you as fast as they can. Let them try. Just back up. It'll make it easier for you to take the objective later anyway. What else? Oh yeah, generally avoid vaulting into windows when there's an enemy frost. Your options of dealing with a frost mat are somewhat limited. Sometimes you'll get lucky and hip fired away, but that's not always going to be the case, just an FYI. Slap a laser sight on that 6-shooter and stick with your teammates. Oh, and stand menacingly. That's the general idea with this character. And that's all you really need to know about Monty. Gotcha!
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing, not the real thing. Now we're gonna show you this picture again, and you tell us if you've seen this guy, understand?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Horrible!
How do you actually say his name? Well, I looked it up for you guys.
Montagne.
Take care, dudes. I'll see you all next week. Deuces.
Thank you.